a Court of Appeals case just about a month ago, People versus Greer.
You're getting arrested again?
You are. You can't have it's illegal. And it's really bad when you drop it in the courtroom in front of the judge.
Let's start with Juan Bibria. Bibria was in Eagle, Colorado, facing narcotics charges and a bond violation. Already not a great position to be in. During his hearing, everything screeches to a halt when a mysterious plastic baggie filled with white powder suddenly appears on the courtroom floor.
This gentleman was standing right here. I heard something hit the ground. He put his foot on it. And I stepped back, he kept looking at me. And he pulled his foot off, and there you go.
Not outside, not in the parking lot. Right there in front of the judge. Witnesses said it fell straight out of Bibria's pocket. Bibria, of course, disagreed. He tried to pull the classic move. "No, officer, it's not mine. It's the guy next to me in red." Unfortunately for him, there were multiple witnesses.
Why don't we step outside so everyone can get back to what they're doing, okay?
So I'm going to ask you a question, okay?
So let's step out of the courtroom. I'll Mirandize you. Let's have a conversation about what happened, okay?
Okay, sounds
Alrighty, let's do that.
Next to me, I heard something drop. The
Yep.
guy next to me said, is that drug? So I look down and I go like this, you know? I go back, I like, and I see the little bag there. This guy said, "Oh, excuse me, something fell off of this gentleman's pocket." I said, "Did you literally see something fall out of my pocket? You know, this is a serious crime."
So why do all the independent witnesses in there tell me that it came out of your pocket?
Well, it's like I tell you, if somebody saw something, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not gonna explain nothing because I have nothing to explain. I'm just telling you.
No, you kind of do though, right?
No, I can't, you know?
So you tell me, if it wasn't your drugs, tell me whose drugs you think it was.
Probably the next guy standing next to me.
Okay, which guy is that? The guy in the red?
Yeah.
And cameras.
Okay, which guy is that? The guy in the red?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there's cameras right there. Let's look at the camera because I have nothing.
The footage showed him adjusting his hat behind his back, only for the baggie to pop out and land on the floor like a cartoon anvil.
Can you tell me what happened today?
¿Puede decir qué pasó hoy día?
No, pues yo vi la bolsita y
I saw a
el
little
oficial que
baggie,
estaba
and the
empinado.
officer that was the
También la vio en el suelo.
he also saw the little baggie on the floor.
So, do you do cocaine?
¿Te encontró cocaína?
No,
No. When was the last time you did cocaine?
La última que encontró cocaína.
el sábado, el 29.
Saturday, I think it's the 29th.
Oh.
Those are the charges this last weekend.
Oh, okay, over the weekend.
And just in case that wasn't bad enough, when asked if he does cocaine, Bibria denied it, before admitting he had just done it over the weekend. His poker face was about as reliable as a wet tissue.
In the courtroom, there's video,
En la sala hay cámaras de video.
and it recorded it coming out of your hand or your hat as you had your hands behind your back. You are under arrest. Turn around, place your hands behind your back.
You're getting arrested again?
You are. You can't have cocaine. It's illegal. And it's really bad when you drop it in the courtroom in front of the judge.
He was arrested on the spot. So that's Bibria's courtroom plan. Sneak coke into a hearing and then act surprised when it gets you cuffed. Smooth. But if Bibria's antics were sad, at least they weren't furry.
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but
Because over in Texas, attorney Rod Ponton had his own courtroom disaster. On Zoom. You might remember him better as Cat Lawyer. Ponton logged into a civil forfeiture hearing using his secretary's computer, only to discover he was trapped behind a giant kitten filter.
Mr. Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings.
But before we continue, we can tell you enjoy this type of content, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Make sure to turn on notifications too, so you never miss a new video.
The poor man was frantically trying to prove to the judge that he was, in fact, a licensed attorney and not a talking pet.
Want to take
we're
a
trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I'm here live, I'm not a cat, he insisted, which is exactly what a cat pretending to be a lawyer would say. His secretary's daughter had been using the computer before him, leaving the filter on. The judge could barely keep a straight face. so much so that he turned his own camera off.
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.
Probably to laugh in peace. The clip went viral instantly.
First time it's ever happened to me, and you know, I'm of a certain age. I'm not as computer literate perhaps as you are, but I didn't know that these cat filters were on the computer.
And while no one went to jail that day, a grown man accidentally meowing his way into legal history is its own sentence.
Neither admit nor deny as whether I had a straight face at that particular moment. The camera was off for a reason.
But some courtroom moments are no laughing matter. Take Robert G. in Michigan. G was charged with murder after fatally shooting 26-year-old Jacob Ramo during an attempted car theft. The case was brutal. Ramo chased G down on his motorcycle, and G leaned out the stolen car and fired. In court, the evidence was overwhelming.
What's going on there? Some guy that saw the motorcycle in my yard. He's laying in my yard. He's laying in your yard? Yeah, he's out.
The prosecution laid it out. The defense tried to argue it was an accident.
He puts his entire head, neck, torso, arm, entire upper half of his body out that window to take aim. He intends to hit that man on the bike with the bullet.
Mr. G is presumed to be the one that shot this weapon and struck somebody. It was clearly happenstance and clearly probably not intended.
The jury wasn't buying it. G was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
A Court of Appeals case just about a month ago, People versus Greer.
His sister screamed so loudly, it shook the courtroom. And that's when it hit him. Literally.
The defendant intentionally killed the victim and that the act of killing was premeditated and deliberate. Premeditation and deliberation require sufficient time to allow the defendant to take a second look.
As the judge read out the sentence, G collapsed backward in his chair like a fainting goat.
Finally, there's a fifth element that sometimes comes into play here, and that is that the killing was not justified excuse about anything here.
Deputies rushed to check his pulse, and the trial came to a halt.
We're going to leave the courtroom, Your Honor.
Okay. We're going to take Mr. G out of the courtroom? Yes, sir. All right.
Come on, Robert. Yeah, we're going to
For someone facing life in prison, fainting wasn't the worst option. Unfortunately for G, you don't pass out of a life sentence.